Oh yeah. Oh, back to another video. Yes, sir. Today's topic: the rise of the Shield Hero. Sir Squad, I've been wanting to talk about this anime for quite a while. Like, I should have already done a video about it, but I didn't. Why? Because I didn't feel like it. Now, that's bad on my part, right? Because if I really want to be a YouTuber, I really want to do shit like that, I should commit, right? So I'm going to go ahead and commit. I'm going to do videos like these before I get a setup for like my video games and shit, because I still want to do that, right? But today's topic, we're talking about another anime, Rise of the Shield Hero. It's an amazing anime, okay? So, Rise of the Shield Hero, it's about four people from either different worlds or just four, people that live in real life. Four kids that are like high school, college, I think, like type shit. So they all get transported some way, somehow to this like fantasy world, right? They're in this fantasy world. They at first, I guess, they all seem confused. I think the others actually seemed like they knew what they were doing, because it's kind of like, if you think about it, it's kind of like an RPG game, right? Like, you're taking this character, you're making it your own, you're doing your own adventures and stuff like that, right? Cool. They get spawned in. They're in a castle in a kingdom called Melromark. These four teenagers are called Cardinal Heroes, okay? And these Cardinal Heroes are actually summoned by the people in this fantasy world. They're asking for these shield heroes to help them with these waves, where all kinds of huge, like, armies of monsters and fucking villains and goblins or whatever. Like, think of a fantasy world, right? Kingdoms, swords, goblins, da-da-da. All you can imagine. And waves and like waves and waves. It's like war, right? It's like war, but it's not war. They're just preparing for these events that'll be catastrophic to these kingdoms and the nearby like villages and shit, right? They also have four unique weapons to that's why they're called, four Cardinal Heroes. They have four unique weapons, right? You got the spear, you have the sword, you have the bow, and you have the shield, okay? The spear hero is like the most loved. I guess you can kind of think of him as like the leader of the group, if they were a group, And the bow and the sword, they're also very likable, but they're not like favorites, Like, people favorite the spear guy more. He's like the main character to people, right? Because he's the spear hero. He's so, But the shield hero is different. Like, the shield hero don't get no love, bro. No love at all. At all. Like, they think this character is so ass and so weak and this, that, and the third. They don't even understand why they summoned the shield hero and they didn't just summon the other three. The names of these characters are Naofumi, who's the shield hero. You have Kitamura, who is the spear hero. Kawasumi, who's the bow hero. And Amaki, who is the sword hero. They don't know each other, okay? But the spear, the bow, and the sword, they've played these type of video games before. Because like I said earlier, it's kind of like a video game. So people that have played these kind of video games, if they were sent to a world like this, they would kind of know what to do, right? You got to level up, you got to grind, you got to craft, you got to whatever, right? And that's exactly what they do. But the shield hero, he was never the video game type. Naofumi was never the video game type. He didn't do that. Like, he was kind of just in his own like little world. I think he was more like the book, reading books and like kind of doing his own thing. But he wasn't like that. Now, the main part of the story, like the whole thing about it, the story is based off of a character named Naofumi, right? He's the main character. Like I said, he's the character that doesn't really understand those kind of things. He was summoned like the other ones to that fantasy world to become those Cardinal Heroes and help them with these waves. And in order for these four heroes to go back to their original universes, they need to beat these waves. They need to help out. They also, have to gather a team of people, right? Like a little army, or like, so that's how it all starts out. It's like, okay, Those of you that want to go with the spear hero, line up behind him. The guys that want to go with the sword hero, line up behind him, etc., etc. But nobody chose Naofumi. And that must have been so sad, bro. That must have been so, like, he probably was like, fuck I do. I ain't do nothing to y'all. Why nobody over here? Right? But then this really nice girl, right, comes out of nowhere. And her name was Multi Melramak, or Melramark. She ended up being the daughter of the king. Or one of the daughters, because she's the oldest of the king. She decided to team up with Naofumi, and everybody was kind of like, really? You want to team with him? Or whatever. But she was the only one. It was just those two. So he was like, you know what, whatever. I'll just, we'll go on these adventures or whatever. So I think they go out one day, right? They do literally one day. They level up, whatever, become teams, guild members, whatever. The night goes, they're ready to go to sleep. They go back to their living chambers, or whatever you want to call it, their rooms. He wakes up in the middle of the night. I think he went to grab something, and she was like, oh, he sexually assaulted me, he touched me, this, that, and the other, I feel so violated. And she went to the spear hero. The spear hero was like her main goal, but she was like, nah, you know what, I'm gonna team up with him. I'm gonna sabotage the spear hero because nobody likes the spear hero. I'm gonna make sure nobody likes him at all, so he can have like the worst experience ever. Basically, like, you're framing him. You're claiming that he did something that he never did. So he's kind of like, whoa, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? I never said that. I never did that. I never said anything crazy. I never did anything crazy. I'm innocent. Everybody calling him Diddy. He was like, no Diddy at all. Well, I thought that was like just crazy, bro. Like, that shit hurt me because I've been betrayed before by friends, like, and family. I've been betrayed before, so I kind of felt that in that moment, like, damn, like, why did she do that, bro? Like, and think about it in real life, bro. In real life, bro, let's say you and your woman get into it really bad, right? And she's fucking toxic, she's petty as hell, and she decides, I'm gonna call the cops and say you assaulted me, right? Or a random lady in the street can see this random guy walking, right, and be like, oh, hey, yeah, that guy over there, he did that to me. And they'll just fucking tackle his ass and throw him in fucking prison. No evidence, no nothing, bro. Like, oh, you raped her? Oh, really? There you go. Into the chambers you go. So I think they wanted to execute him. But because he was the hero, they were just like, no, we're not going to do that. Instead, we'll just fucking, I think they tried to banish him. But I think that was like later on in the story. That wasn't like right away. So anyway, after all that beef, they got a Spear Hero challenged Shield Hero to a fight, I think. And obviously fucking Naofumi lost. So he goes, they told him, get what you need to get here and then don't come back type shit. So he goes, he finds himself talking to this short guy, right? And the short guy, he's kind of like shady, right? Because he came out of an alley. And he's like, follow me. I got something for you. So he's like, okay, bet. So he follows the guy. And next thing you know, they're looking inside a tent, or like, one of those like circus tents type shit. He goes in there and it's a bunch of people locked up in cages. Like, what? And I guess they're basically like slaves. They're slaves. And like I said, it's a fantasy world. What they do is they're using magic, right? And these weapons also, these cardinal weapons also have, their magical special abilities. They all do different things. And the more you grind, the more you level up, the more abilities your weapons will unlock, or the more you will unlock for your weapon. So they have this curse mark type thing where you kind of like embed it in them, and it's like you link this slave to this person, and now you're that person's slave, like selling it off, So he goes around, he's like, cool, a partner, you know, whatever. He's so like over it at this point. He doesn't even want to be in this world anymore because of the shit that they just pulled with him, right? The whole sexual assault thing. So he's like, whatever. And then he's looking around for a companion, right? And he finds Raphtalia. After he finds Raphtalia, he's like, okay, I want her. And he's like, oh, okay. It's for this X amount of money. He's like, whatever. He does it, becomes a slave, but like he's not very nice right now because again he feels really like betrayed and like I didn't do anything and y'all really just came for me like that, trying to like ruin my life. So now he doesn't trust a damn soul, not even Raphtalia, right? And Raphtalia is a small girl, right? A small like raccoon girl or whatever the fuck she is, a fox girl. So they go out, they go on their little adventures, this, that, and the third. They kind of grind. Next thing you know, the first wave hits, and it's just absolute mayhem. And it's only the first wave that we see. And I'm only talking about the first season. I haven't watched the other two. I heard that there's a fourth season coming out, so I really got to do my homework and talk about this a little more. But this is basically season 1 that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the entire anime itself because I didn't watch the whole anime, right? But anyway, we're back to that wave, right? The first wave, you got a bunch of... The first wave, I believe, consists of skeletons, gigantic bees. Like, it blew my mind. It blew my mind, honestly, because, like, these waves of catastrophes, I didn't think they were going to be as crazy, right? And they only get worse and worse and that was just the first wave, right? Army of skeletons, bees, etc. Along with the other monsters, I'm pretty sure, right? That are already like spawned in, destroying villages and everything. So these heroes aren't even, the other 3 heroes aren't really doing shit. They're kind of struggling over there doing their own thing. The shield hero done saved villages and he's like loved and everything. And then the second wave hits, right? The second wave hits. Now I think you're seeing like a villain here. And her name is Glass. And you see her for a moment. She's very tough. And then you see something absolutely insane, bro. This man, now for me, unlocks this special ability in his shield, bro. Just watch this clip.
So fast! Time for Shade Shield! Within this virgin of cold ore, who shall swallow even your screams with her embrace, suffer in anguish as your entire body is stabbed and skewered! I cast the Iron Maiden!
You see what I'm talking about? Iron Maiden! Just like, what? In this big ass coffin with the fucking spikes and then... Like, bro, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Dog. This is what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. And then the wave after that, you get more people that actually end up like, they know Glass. So these are heroes from different dimensions that are coming to this dimension to help with the thing, but I think they're actually here to kill the shield hero, because the shield hero is against the villain, and like he's still kind of known as the villain because of what he did, which he never did, type shit. So now, like, now they're trying to attack him. So the shield hero right now is like the strongest out of the other 3. And after some time passed, the spear hero was like, okay, I want to fight you. He's like so in his head, but that's only because that king's daughter that I was talking about, Malty, she's with the spear hero now, and she's like putting shit in his head, making him think that the shield hero's this bad person, which he really not. She's really trying to end this man's career. So they end up dueling it out, right? Duking it out in front of everybody in this stadium. And this girl multi freaking cheats and uses a spell to like get him off balance or like throw him off his game, which it worked, and he ended up getting beat by the spear hero. But after a while, like everybody was like, bro, no, like she cheated, and the only reason people were having his back was because he was showing like, I'm not gonna give up here, bro, like no. So he really like changed people's hearts and shit, you know. So everybody's like, yay, shield hero, but everybody's like, boo, spear hero, cause like why, bro, da da da. And they're also really mad at the king's daughter too, so they're calling her bitch from now on. Like that was her punishment. Her punishment is now like her adventurer name is Bitch, B-I-T-C-H, Bitch. And I watched the Japanese version. Okay, I watched sub, not dub. Like I watched both sub and dub, but I watch more sub than I watch dub, right? So I don't know if the dub version's any different, which I'm pretty sure it is. But the Japanese version, oh yeah, her name is Beach. Beach. But it basically, the first season ends off, Shield Hero cleared his name. Everybody kind of likes him now. Well, you know, the villagers, like everybody likes him now. The heroes were like, okay, we're going to have your back now. And then this super crazy villain happened. And he using his army's energy to create this gigantic freaking cathedral to kill these 4 heroes. And he had these copies of the 4 legendary cardinal weapons, but they weren't like the original versions, because obviously the 4 cardinal heroes have that, but it's a replica with, I guess, the same powers or something like that. And he had all 4, and all 4 became this gigantic weapon of mass destruction, basically. And the 4 heroes were like, nah, fuck you, we're not gonna let you get away with this. Beam bop boom boom beam bop bam type of shit I'm on, you wouldn't understand. Bars. And anyways, ended his life. Everybody was like, well, yay, heroes, and like story ends right there. Like I skipped a lot of shit. Alright, but that's only because I haven't watched it in a while. Okay, the last time I watched that, back when I was working at the impound lot. I'm at a different location now. Okay, I've been busy. And Happy New Year, by the way. I should have started the video like that, but Happy New Year, Shark Squad! Yeah, clap it up. Yup. Happy New Year, guys. Seriously, 2024 was a weird year for a lot of us, especially for me, but it also, 2024, I got my own apartment. I'm paying my bills. I got a car, which I need a new one right now. It's not in a very good condition. You guys know I have a son, my baby boy Mateo. He's 2 months and some change now. He's probably like 15 pounds now. Last time we checked, it was 14, but he's probably over that now. He's my big boy. And it's been the best since, like, I've been the happiest, and I feel like that's what I needed. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. My opinions on this show, it's a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10. I gotta watch the 2nd, 3rd season, and then I'll come back with a longer video, more specific. I'll probably start from the beginning, starting from season 1. Having more detail in the video, and I'm gonna talk more about the next 2 seasons and that new season when it comes out and everything, so literally stay tuned. Next topic, I'm not sure what the next topic is gonna be. Probably Dragon Ball Daima, because I've been watching Dragon Ball Daima so far. Dragon Ball Daima is crazy. Stay tuned, y'all. That's all I can say. Just stay tuned. I'm super excited to start, gaming again. Don't worry, like I got a whole setup in my head. I want to set it all up. I want to, learn how to edit. I want to basically, like, I don't want to be Corey Kenshin, but you know how Corey Kenshin Like he can edit his own videos and put stuff in it. Like that's what I want to do. And I'm only limited to my phone right now. But once I have my PC, my monitor, my desk, my chair, my green screen, my cameras, we're Gucci. We're good. All right. So stay tuned, bro, because shit's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna happen in 2025, but best believe me, it's gonna happen soon. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure if you guys are new, you hit that subscribe button and that post notification bell. That lets you know every time I make a video. And sure, bite that like button. You already know. And I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace.